Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic for me. You know, I find myself getting tied up in it and being busy, and then it's really nice just to sit, breathe in life, and it's beyond zen.
Welcome back, folks. First end play.
Team Hoesli put up a center guard, and Team Dunstone for Ryan Harnden, intern draw come around. And in the first end here, Team Dunstone do have the last block advantage. Yeah, the draw to the button.
Justin Househair.
Corner freeze here. Well done, nice shot. That was on the intern. Matt's indicating intern freeze also. He could move the Yellowstone a little bit if he wanted to. Just to get a little separation, so he's frozen right on the Team Hoesli stone.
To try and release the angle a little bit, Eric, to make sure you can get it the next time.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Freeze is good too. Good shot there.
Second, Simon Glore going to be asked to freeze into the pot again, I believe.
And for Team Hoesli here with the freeze, looking at an intern freeze. I don't think they really want to move the rocks here very much, because if they do put up their greenstone there, kind of in between the two Yellowstones. See it there. I think they just want to freeze and not remove it, because the greenstone would then be open to remove it. So anyway, freeze is the call. Boys are working this really hard.
Just a bit light, I think, Eric.
Just a little bit light, yeah. The right idea.
Matt Dunstone liking the setup in the house right now, so opting to draw to the wing. Second, Colton Lott.
as Marc had mentioned, it's an intern draw to the wings. T-line in the 8 foot be the location they're looking for. Lots of curl. Good shot there by Colton. Good judging by the sweepers.
Decision time for Team Hoesli. Looking at a couple of run options there.
Yeah, they could run the green rock back in, or they could freeze there too. Looks like that's what they decided to do. So it'll be an out-turn freeze to the yellow shot rock. Speed should be pretty good here, Marc. I think they would warm this area up and run above.
Was clocking 14.5 seconds from hog to hog on the draw to the button, assuming that would pick up a little bit after a few stones. So
I'm going to do some timing too and see what we can get through the game. Just a little bit light there and got lots of curl.
another over curl light shot for Team Hoesli. Matt might do some cleanup.
Good play the nose hit here, or good play. He hit the green stone on the center line and catch the backside of the green stone on the right of your, just to the right of your screen there, and end up in the rings like 8 foot. I think that's what they're trying here.
Call that the double and scoot.
Double and scoot. Okay.
Going hard for line.
Okay, so he was playing the double and sit right there, exactly what they got.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to
yeah, I thought so.
Bring that shooter in.
Yeah.
Half foot, but that is a good result.
Yeah, very good. Put a nice angle on the Hoesli greenstone out front there too. So Team Hoesli looking for a freeze. Rocks there in the rings, and just short of the rings, they're all clustered together. There's nothing out in the wing. Well, yeah, sorry, there is a rock out in the wings. The Team Dunstone threw one out there. There, you can see it on your screen. Team Hoesli looking for the freeze. So if this is made, they're going to be lying second and third. Team Dunstone would still be shot rock. Very nice shot.
Hands go up by the front end. Happy with the result of that one.
Yes, sir. Yep. Well done.
So I think Matt's going to be forced here to clear up the front.
Yeah, the two rocks out there are staggered, so. So it'll be a takeout, kind of lightweight, so that the rock that they're hitting will be promoted into the rings. Kind of like that. Shooter rolls with it. Very good shot there by BJ.
Bonus is the roll to the corner guard.
Made the shot, and the shooter rolled with it for a guard. Really nice shot, eh, Marc? Here you see it in the replay. He did about 3/4 right there on the hit. Makes it. Shooter rolls for a guard with it. Really nice shot. So we're in the first end. Team Dunstone have last rock advantage.
And 4 rocks in the house.
Yeah, so we got Team Dunstone shot, Team Hoesli second and third, Team Dunstone fourth, fifth, and sixth. So I'm thinking probably they might. Well, let's see. Maybe a freeze. Maybe just bump their rock a hair.
I think they're looking at moving those angles around right now because those 2 green Swiss rocks are queued to be eliminated without touching a yellow.
So throw like top 4 foot weight.
Just change that angle.
Change that angle and sit in a straight line on the yellow. On the shot rock. I'm gonna throw the out turn here.
Third, Marco Hoesli. Very delicate shot.
Out turn, freeze to a little bump. Keep the angle straight and just move their rock over a little bit so they're not touching each other. Getting the angles is what it's all about here. Trying to make it curl.
Really good.
Really nice shot. Well done. BJ and Matt are looking at it and looking at the angles and what they want to do. Colton's come down to take a look also. Ryan's looking from a distance there. See what the boys decide on doing. We'll see what they come up with here. It could be BJ's last rock coming here.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so it could be a setup shot, kind of like Team Hoesli just made a really good setup shot. This could also be. Well, there you see the call there. So it's a hit and roll, and eliminate the one Team Hoesli stone. So hit right about where Matt's broom is, and hit and roll over. It'll be fairly quiet weight.
Quiet and wants to keep the shooter around.
There's the hit and the roll. Does keep the shooter. I think that's exactly what they were trying. Marc,
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, great shot. We're down to skip stones. Team Dunstone with the hammer.
There you see the setup. There's Team Dunstone is still shot rock. Team Hoesli have second shot. Team Dunstone have third. Team Hoesli have fourth. I think I'm right on that one. Could play the hit and roll over and scoot over into the one behind the corner, eliminating Team Dunstone's yellow rocks here. Could go green on the yellow, roll over and get that one behind the corner too. I don't think you can throw a lot of weight, but we'll see.
You don't want to release the green rock frozen on the top 4, so I think the call here is a delicate hit and roll underneath the corner guard.
Be quiet weight with where they have the broom there. It's lots of ice, so it'll be a quiet weight shot. So Team Hoesli on the out turn, I think looking for the angle hit and roll somewhere over to the corner and maybe making a double. Good shot. They rolled over and did eliminate one of the Team Dunstone's counters.
Matt looking at countering that with the same shot. Maybe drawing to sit 2.
They that worked out really well. It's in a straight line, eh? Could draw here, as Marc had just mentioned. I think that's shot right there, back 4-foot to lay 2.
Yeah, with those 2 green rocks perfectly frozen on top of the Team Dunstone shot rock, I don't think there's enough rocks left in the end to bring the other one into play. So
Exactly, yeah.
beat him to the back button and make him force something there.
Don't want to over curl here. So this is a tricky little shot. If you're T-line, don't know if that's a very good result. If you over curl and you catch the center line back 4-foot, that will leave a nose hit double. So this is a very difficult finesse shot in here for Team Dunstone. On the intern, it's on its way. It's the sweepers here that put the rock where they're hoping.
Backing off now.
Don't want to curl too far here. Be a nose hit double. Oh, it's close. Very nice weight. Good judging by the sweepers. I think it's pretty good.
You think you could drag back on there, Eric?
Well, I'm
or
wondering,
you miss
it's
it?
kind of a short drag, but
I think it misses.
he's Team Hoesli have chosen the freeze, and if they get this in here, they're following Matt Dunstone's draw.
I don't know how Matt gets it out.
I don't know how he gets it out if they put this perfect. You see the time clocks on your top of your screen there. They are in effect for the final game. They've been time clocks for the whole event. It's really moved the games along smoothly. So Team Hoesli with the freeze. Sorry, Marc.
Okay, each team getting 33 minutes to play the game, including 2 1.5-minute timeouts.
Intern freeze. Drawing against 2. Really good shot there.
Matt looking at the straight pick for deuce. That is thin.
That is very thin. He just. So Team Hoesli have shot rock. Team Dunstone second and third. Can you pick it through that little hole there? And
A lot of risk.
looking at an angle of some sort here. What do you see over there, Marc? Scoot your yellow and chip the yellow.
They're looking at, yeah, I think the option there would have been yellow onto yellow,
Just
onto green
for 2.
for 2.
Or you just, well, you don't just, this is going to be a difficult shot, or you just feather tick that. Greens to the Team Hoesli, if you just feather tick it through that hole for 2. If you spill your back one and the shooter goes and the green goes, then it's for 1. I don't think you can hit it too thin and catch the Team Dunstone rock at the top of the button.
I think it goes underneath, Eric.
Yeah.
Matt Dunstone with his last stone of end number 1.
Okay, good shot. That would have been very difficult for 2. So Team Dunstone get 1 in the first end. And we'll be back for the second end shortly, folks. Thank you.
What'd you get on that draw time?
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers.
Welcome back to our viewers streaming through Curling Stadium. What a great platform we have here. Jerry Gertz gives us the ability to broadcast all of these great games all week.
Excellent, yeah, for sure. Team Dunstone center guard, Team Hoesli corner guard. See, I've seen they're playing to. They want it short here, and they want their rock wide open, so they're closing off the port rather than coming around. And the reason for that is maybe they can use that rock later on a run coming in. If they drew straight around their own, it'd be hard to promote it. So just closing off the port there. Not only that, by doing that, it closes off the draw around the corner guard for Team Hoesli. So they're going to come around the center guard here.
Lead Justin Househair.
On the intern. So it's a draw to the top 4 foot. Had the right idea, just a little heavy.
Slipped a bit too deep. See Matt Dunstone calling for Colton Lott to follow that one down.
Colton throwing the intern. Matt did call a freeze. So they want to right back to the Team Hoesli greenstone at the back of the 8 foot. Line looks good. Sweepers like it. They're working it to the back. They want to freeze right on it. Really good shot there by Colton. Exactly what Matt had asked for the freeze.
Philip now asking second Simon Glore to run that Dunstone guard back and hopefully clip the rocks at the back of the house.
On the out turn, lots of weight here.
Just a bit too thin. Matt Dunstone sitting one.
Pretty long guard out front, so if it ends up 4 foot, might be, I think full 8 foot would be just about right on the tee in metal, per Henderson metal. Splitting the center line, I think, would be great. Maybe top 4. Less curl on this side, Mark, do you figure? Mark?
Same amount of curl. Matt looked at the drawing behind, but ultimately landed on replacing the rock that Team Hoesli just removed.
Okay, I missed that one. So they're closing the port again.
If he peeled it once, he might peel it again.
Yeah, I thought they were coming right in, but obviously not. Initially, it was the in turn, and I thought maybe they were coming. Then they switched to the out turn. Does leave a come around. Either way, you could go in turn, go out turn. So Team Hoesli on the in-turn draw, looking for, I would think, top 4 or full 8 foot. As I'd mentioned about the tee, is probably pretty good on metal. Just about right there. Very nice shot.
So Matt can run here. Those guards are pretty long way away, so looking at drawing behind everything, Eric. Beat him to the button.
Yeah. So VJ on the in-turn, as Mark had mentioned, drawing around everything here. Looks light. Just not enough speed to get there. Leaves another come around for Team Hoesli. Right beside their rock is what they want.
Opportunity to get 2 fully buried behind multiple guards with hammer.
Yes, sir. In-turn draw. Full 8 foot top 4. They don't want to be deep here because that'll leave a freeze. Even short top 8's not bad either. Just leave it open. But they're going to try to bury this thing around the 3 Dunstone guards out front.
Nicely done.
Good shot there. So you see the call there for Team Dunstone. It's a in-turn freeze. They don't want to roll off. So that wouldn't be good. So top 4 foot's fine.
If you can freeze to what you can see, you're really reducing the scoring zone for Team Hoesli.
Yeah, in a big way here. Looks like it might need some curl here.
There it goes. We don't want to bounce.
Good shot.
Really good shot.
I'm going to come down and chat about this, but I think the shot here would be to follow that down on the intern and just release the Yellowstone. Move the greenstone a little bit so that you got a nice angle. So move it maybe a couple inches, freeze right in there.
Definitely lots of room to get to the face of that, or even a bit on the inside.
If you get just to the bit of the inside and just release it a little bit, then you've got a really good angle to eliminate the Team Dunstone Yellowstone. Intern, Team Hoesli. I'd say looking for T-line weight. Trying to get a little inside on this to release that Yellowstone. It's well by the guard. There's the release. Excellent shot.
No hesitation from Matt Dunstone. Looking at the cold draw to the button on the other side.
So Team Hoesli are shot rock, and they're third and fourth. Team Dunstone have second shot rock. Outturn draw. Top 4 foot would be a great angle. Maybe just full 4 foot also. Top 4 foot's pretty good too if it's open.
Yeah, anywhere past the center line, top 4 rock.
Matt's throwing the outturn. We did see a draw over here, but it was Team Dunstone were trying to close off the port. Not sure on speed here. Oh, I was going to get speed here, but anyway, I'll get another one.
Really starting to curl. Going hard for line. Really going hard for line. Don't want to bounce off.
Oh.
What a beaut.
Oh, boy. That's as good as you can get. That's just a great shot. Excellent shot. Good team shot there. Good throw by Matt. Sweepers did an excellent job, and PJ calling the line. So we got lots of rocks in the 4 foot here. Running the, I think they're running the guard back.
There is a run double available to Phillip.
So yellow on the green. Almost straight back, but maybe 7/8. Looking to eliminate possibly both Team Dunstone's counters. Really good shot there. Threw that really well, eh, Marc?
Good result. Could have been a lot worse for Team Dunstone if that would have made direct contact and have 3 rocks behind guard. So Matt's got a couple options now. Looking at the thin pick double to sit 2.
it's really thin. Did you ever come off the outside one here? Into the
They didn't
middle?
even look at
They
it.
didn't look at it, no.
It is a bit flatter, but I think it is there.
It looks pretty flat.
Even if you got this target stone rolling off your yellow, and you smoked those 3 rocks, got him out of the house. And,
So the shooter's gone and all 3
and
are
all
gone?
3's gone, everything's gone.
Okay, then you're lying...
And he's lying 2.
2, yep. See what happens if that one scoots over there. I don't think it's going to matter much if it jams over there, right? If it
jams at the top, yeah.
Yeah. So green on the yellow, on the green, spin it across. It's going to go over towards the one way over in the 12-foot. See if it, like that. Good attempt by Matt. He threw that. He threw it well. So intern draw, it looks like intern draw for 2, Mark.
Yeah, they're seeing who is third shot. Appears to be Matt Dunstone, so draw for 2.
Draw for 2. I'm going to get a time on this. See what we get. I think probably looking for 14.5 hog to hog.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty consistent at that. Philip Hoesli.
See what we get.
The boys are working it hard.
Here's the other hog. So, boom, 14.71. Should be close.
Bite a piece of the 4.
Good shot.
Just got there for 2 points.
Okay, so 2 for Team Hoesli in the second end. So after 2 ends, Team Hoesli are leading 2-1. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be back shortly.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome back, folks. Third end play. It was a 2024 Henderson Medal Fall Classic Final. Championship Sunday here at YNCU Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie.
We're in the third end. Team Dunstone will have last rock advantage here in the third. 2-1 for Team Hoesli. Center guard, corner guard, And it looks like a come around here. They want the center line. Gonna touch the center line is what they're looking for.
Team Hoesli getting a deuce in the second end. That could have been more than that, Eric, if that the first run back attempt would have been made.
Oh,
perfectly.
If he makes the run back and he threw it great, there would have been a lot of Team Hoesli stones left for sure. So Team Dunstone are going to ignore the two center guards and draw in turn for Ryan around the corner guard. That was an entertaining end. There was a lot of angles in that second end. Actually, both ends have just been...
The boys are earning their pay today, Rick.
Oh, lots of rocks in play. Love it. It's great. Nice shot there by Ryan. Two center guards up, so come around. Well, maybe not. Is he chasing the corner?
I think he is. Simon Glore.
Intern chasing the Team Dunstone rock behind the corner. Nice quiet wait. Really good shot here. Beautiful.
Nice touch. Precision touch by Team Hoesli.
That was completely buried in there too. So first two ends, lots of rocks in play, lots of angles, very interesting. Great curling.
So a couple of roll options here for Team Dunstone. Which way do you think he's going? Underneath their corner?
I think he'd probably want to roll back underneath there. Just like that. Well done. Great shot there by Colton.
So Simon did it the first rock. Let's see if he can do it again. Lightweight takeout. Try to remove the shot stone for Matt Dunstone.
In turn, quiet wait, as Marc had mentioned. Probably roll. He's looking to roll just about where the broom is there on the ice. Might be rolling a little bit farther than that, like maybe around the middle. Really good.
Great result.
Right to the button. What a great shot.
Matt asking Colton to freeze down to the face of that green rock. Shot stone for Team Hoesli.
Outturn freeze. Colton locked. Need some curl here, I think. Still needs some curl. Well, no. Looks pretty good. Very nice.
Touch.
Very nice. Nice touch for sure, yep. Well done. Moved it back. Team Dunstone was shot. Team Hoesli second shot.
Packed house here at the YNCU Curling Center. Fans approve of that shot, Eric?
Oh, absolutely. We're being some excellent shot making going on here. Lots of rocks in play. Ice conditions are great. Place is spectators. It's packed in here. It's great. So intern, I think the end call was intern freeze, maybe even bump. Both teams are playing great here right now. Fun to watch. Oh.
Not sure if that was a picked rock or a burnt rock, Eric. I missed a.
I'm gonna guess maybe it was a burned rock.
Came off fairly quickly.
Let's see if we can see here.
Yeah.
The rock was traveling great. He might have just
Nicked it with his broom.
just touched it. Unfortunate there.
Been guilty of that one.
We've all done it. So Team Dunstone outturn. Third end, 2-1 for Team Hoesli. Boys are working this one.
That's a pretty good spot.
I would say that's pretty good. It does leave an intern freeze, mind you, if it's made perfect. Maybe I think the boys were looking maybe for top 4 there. It does leave an intern freeze for Team Hoesli. Boys are just kind of keeping it clean for now.
Marco Hoesli trying to
This
draw
looks,
another
This looks really good.
stone. Corner freeze. Great shot.
Really well done. There is an angle there though, Marc, maybe, if you can see enough. Or maybe not. When you go yellow onto green, it'd have to really be tight to the center guards. Might be there though.
BJ's second shot.
Could open up the middle. Well, chosen the draw. Intern draw to the 4-foot. I think Matt kind of likes the line of the situation right now. That's why they're playing the draw.
Really important not to roll off the top here. No danger of that. Just a bit light for BJ.
And the right idea, just light on the weight, as Marc had mentioned. So we've got Team Dunstone are Shot Rock. Team Hoesli are second and third. Team Dunstone are...
It looks like that queued up the yellow, green, yellow option for Team Hoesli.
Yeah, on the intern.
Not much room there, but
No,
with
it's...
the right weight, you might be able to make a play on shot stone.
They're looking at that, Marc. And roll away. I don't think you want to sit right there, but... So they're looking at yellow, green, yellow. If they make it, they'd be line 2. I think they decided that's the shot. There, I think, Marc, there's enough room there. Quiet weight, eh?
Quiet weight. Quarter rock.
Quarter rock, and do you want to keep your shooter there, or do you want to roll it?
You want to roll far
away?
as you can, just so Matt can't hit and roll back in.
Right.
It's not what you make, it's what you leave.
Exactly. We'll see by the sweeping if they want to keep it or not. The shooter, that is. So intern, quiet weight, Team Hoesli. If they make this correctly, I believe they'll be line 2. See where the shooter goes here too. And the shooter rolls away, and the shot is made.
Jammed at the back one.
It did, yeah, it did.
No, go down there and ask Matt. I think it is. Dunstone.
Yeah, looks like it's shot rocks. Looks like that one there. Looks like that second shot. So Matt's going to try to freeze it. Right there. You got to mostly they hit that pretty good. I thought it was good for the shot. Just jammed in there.
Just jammed. I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, man.
I've been known to miss a few things though, Eric, in my life. So Matt opting here to corner freeze on that green stone, forcing Phillip to make a really good one. And if there's any type of miss, he's got a pick run for a mitt full. So I really like this call. If you're a bit heavy, not all is lost if you can draw around everything there and bury underneath. But I think the target call here is corner freeze on that green second shot. So
yeah, it's a real good setup shot, and not only that, if Matt makes it perfect here, it's blocking access to the shot rock, which Team Dunstone have now. So it's kind of dual purpose here. So you got the corner freeze, and you're also
guarding shot rock. Most likely force Hoesli to draw in turn to the pin.
Pretty good. It's got a good angle. Is the nose hit there though? It's a nose double there. Not sure.
Nose double, but I'm not sure what you're leaving Matt after that, right?
Yeah. That's what he's playing.
I think he's got to play it.
Double.
Got to play it.
Timeout by Team Hoesli. I think they want to talk about this. This is a big shot.
It is a lonely green.
It is a lonely green. What they're thinking is the nose hit double. As Marc mentioned, what does it leave back? The rock that Matt just put there is in a really good position on an angle raise for a bunch. If he made it. So Team Hoesli shot rock.
I think Team Dunstone is shot rock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we talked about that. Team Dunstone is shot rock.
It's okay, Eric. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Good draw there.
Other option is straight draw to the pin.
Yeah.
Which was my first instinct.
I guess if they did play the double and they didn't hit it correctly, they might eliminate their own rock. Maybe that's...
Also looking at the guard, happy to give
could guard too.
Matt Dunstone an open draw for 2. Matt might also look at slashing that corner guard in for a mid fall.
I mean, if they're going to guard, they're guarding the rock that Matt just put there. There is you see the corner guard over on the left side, that can be run in also.
You have to protect against both.
Let's see.
If he landed on the double takeout.
Okay, so team got together, made their call, and it looks like a nose hit. Double.
Philip Hoesli, last rock, third end.
Threw that really well. He threw it really well and it jammed, but really good effort there.
Matt looking at the double takeout for possible 4.
Double takeout, as Marc had just mentioned, for 4 here.
Opportunity knocks for Team Dunstone.
Last rock. Half a rock, Marc, right where the broom is.
Thought it was thinner.
It's close. I think half a rock works. Can also come off their yellow here also in the pocket. They hit it too thick. Let's see. So Matt Dunstone, last rock, third end. Big shot here. Looking for a double for a possible 4.
It's curling up. Nice try. Just over curled on Matt. 1 point on the board for Team Dunstone. We'll be right back after these messages.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Third end play, or fourth end play starting. We're getting a glimpse of the Henderson Metal Fall Classic Championship Cup and the Happy Gilmore $25,000 check. I asked if I could write my name on that and bring it to the bank.
What'd they say?
They said no.
Okay. Well, Marc, what a game. Very entertaining. Lots of rocks in play. Oh, just some great shot making going on here. As I mentioned earlier, this is really fun to watch. So what did we had a center guard, corner guard, Ryan drawn around the center guard to the top 4. Okay.
The standard setup.
That gets us all caught up here. Out-turn freeze for Team Hoesli. We're in the fourth end. Team Hoesli will have last rock advantage here.
That was a huge opportunity for Team Dunstone, but you got to put that one in the bank. Move on. Tie game after 4 ends of play.
So,
After 3 ends of play.
3 ends, yeah.
I don't even know what day it is anymore.
It's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. Colton outturn, freeze, maybe a little bump to release the greenstone off the yellow. But it's going to have to curl here. There it goes. Good shot. Nice shot there by Colton. Team Hoesli looking at releasing the back yellow. Outturn. Fairly quiet wait. Getting on this early. Line looks pretty good though. They want to remove Team Dunstone's rock right out of play, but it stays in the back 12. Still pretty good shot.
Good shot, but Colton can hit and roll on top. Shrink that scoring area down. Position the Dunstone rocks in front of shot stone.
Colton throwing the intern, as Marc had mentioned, looking for a roll too. Seemed to like it. Okay, it was looking good all the way down, and it was a late breaker. Created a pocket there, you can see.
I think the call here, Eric. Philip wants a hit and roll to corner freeze. Not looking for the double.
Outturn for Team Hoesli. Quiet wait. Trying to make it curl now. Pretty good shot there. It does line up a green, yellow, green though, with a roll for Team Dunstone. If you make the roll, you're probably around cover. Be close anyway. So BJ outturn, say maybe 3/4.
Looking to make it curl.
Make it curl.
They all go away.
Nice shot.
The fans here at the YNCU Curling Center approve.
Very nice shot. You see the replay, hit it just perfect. Got some action on that middle of the yellow there too. Kind of there. It's scooted in behind the corner guard, buried. Team Hoesli have last rock advantage here in the 4th end. What do you think, Marc? Oh, here it goes. Playing a hit.
Hit and rolling behind cover. Great shot. Double
nice.
takeout.
Double takeout there, yep.
Ducked halfway underneath.
Almost got the roll right in behind cover also. Great shot.
Pretty much wide open.
Wide open, nose hit, you figure? It's fine. I don't think you want to roll around the corner.
Definitely not the corner. I think Matt's looking for half a roll to the other side of that D in Henderson metal.
Out turn for BJ. Colton trying to make this curl.
Really need to stick around here.
Good shot.
So Matt's hitting 2. Team Hoesli can opt to hit and roll in or straight draw.
Out turn. Draw. Don't want to go too deep. There is a center guard up. It is Team Dunstone's rock. So if this is made perfectly, we might see a run back or a freeze depending on where this ends up. Really good shot. It's totally undercover. Yellowstone is Team Dunstone, so they're eyeing up the nose hit.
Down to Skip's stones here in the 4th end. Team Hoesli with last rock advantage.
Looking for a nose hit, it would be buried with the shooter or undercover with the shooter anyway. So Marc, nose hit. Okay, good try. Had the right idea, just needed to curl a little bit. Out turn draw here is the call. Top 8 foot. They don't want to go too deep. Like they don't want to be T-line because that would leave.
You'd see Matt take on that any double opportunity that he can get. So you're right. You want to be just biting top 8 as buried as you can be on that Dunstone corner guard. And if there is no double takeout, you'll probably see Matt try and hit the shot stone and roll underneath as well.
Out turn. I would say top, well, not T-line anyway. Short of the T-line is what they're looking for. Right about there, you can see where they have the broom.
Way out there.
Yeah, this got a lot of curling to do. Just didn't curl like they had hoped.
No unforced error there by Team Hoesli. They had a real opportunity to get a good one in there and work towards a deuce.
This is a tricky little shot. I mean,
I think you got the right guy throwing it though.
you do.
Tick double.
Tick double, and there is a jam possibility at the back there, so they got to be aware of that. But it's this is tricky. Looks like Matt's going to throw the intern. Lots of weight. Peel weight. See what happens.
Great shot.
Very well done. That was a great shot.
Curling end can turn around very quickly, Eric.
You can see
Going
where,
from a possible 2 to having to draw the pin against 2 or 4 foot against 2.
yeah. So last rock, Team Hoesli drawn against 2 Team Dunstone counters. Prime opportunity to get your draw weight right to the button for a future reference. It's just not a matter of, like, you want to get it to the button in case you're coming home. You might need this draw later on in the game, so.
Settle back 4 for 1.
Good shot there. So after 4 ends of play, it's been a great game of curling, and we'll be going to the 5th end shortly. Team Hoesli will have the lead 3-2 with Team Dunstone having the last rock advantage in the 5th end. We'll be right back. Thank you.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Fifth end action at the 2024 Henderson Metal Fall Classic. Matt Dunstone with the hammer. Down 1.
There you see the time on your screen there for both teams. They're pretty well equal on time left. So we've had center guard, corner guard come around. And they're asking Ryan to play the draw around the center guard. Looking for a freeze. Boys are working this pretty hard here. Line is really good. Good shot there by Ryan. This has been a great, entertaining game with so many rocks in play. It's been fantastic. And the boys are really making some great shots out there.
Both teams have played extremely well all week. Going through A-side qualifiers, dispatching teams in the quarters and semifinals.
Intern draw to the freeze, corner freeze. Very well done. Well,
Little bounce there, Eric, so there is some room.
A little bit, yeah.
For a lightweight tap and rolling behind there.
Looks like an intern freeze also. It's got some curling to do. Way out there. Starting to move in there now. Little bump would be good. Nice shot there by Colton.
Like the way he moved those angles around.
He did, yeah. Yeah, the angles are really good right now for Team Dunstone. I think maybe Team Hoesli want to move the Yellowstone and get the greenstone moving an inch or so and get a better angle. I think the lines, well, it just rubbed
Rubbed off the center guard, but ended up a perfect freeze.
It just touched it. I think Matt is thinking yellow on the green and sit right there.
What kind of weight you think?
Pardon?
What kind of weight do you think on this one?
Yeah, I think he just wants to move it a hair. Like there, bump, bump, bump.
Rearrange the angles some more.
Could remove it. But yeah, with that broom, there's lots of broom. So it's just a yellow bump back onto the green and sit right there. He wants to keep his shooter there, so. Colton on the intern got the bump to a freeze.
A lot of patience here shown by both teams, trying to position their rocks to the right spot.
So the team of Hoesli on their last draw, they just rubbed the center guard, so they want to squeak by there and rearrange the angle a little bit. So here again, it's just kind of very quiet way. Setting up the angles here, setup shots. By this time.
Nicely done.
Really good shot there. One lonely center guard and a bunch of granite behind it. I think we have every rock in play right now. There's no rocks at the backboard.
Not sure that's going to stand for too much longer.
Yep.
BJ Neufeld here with a peel weight hit. Ryan trying to make it curl over.
Okay, so I don't know who shot. It's close. What do you think, Marc? It's close, eh?
It's really close.
There's
Dunstone?
6 rocks in the rings. 1 center guard, 1 corner guard.
I'm going to go with Dunstone is shot, but add a question mark at the end of my statement.
Are you? Okay, I'm not sure. We'll see what team Hoesli are going to play here. I'm wondering if they're going to run that center guard in. We'll see. Maybe not. Looks like they're going to hit their own rock right where the broom is there. You're going to have to throw pretty good weight at this. out turn for Team Hoesli on the takeout. Looks like they want to hit their own green stone, but it over curled and hit the center guard. But Team Dunstone, they have last rock advantage here in the fifth end. BJ looks like an intern and a takeout. Eliminate the greenstone. Maybe a couple of greenstones here. Got the one. Good shot there. A lot of still a lot of rocks in the rings. Still 6 rocks in the rings, if I'm counting correctly.
Dunstone shot rock is still exposed.
So they hit their own. You can see the replay, and just kind of fudge the Team Hoesli stone in behind the corner guard.
And this looks like a double, possibly catch the shot stone attempt here by Philip Hoesli.
So Team Hoesli takeout, hitting the Yellowstone on the center line, ticking another Yellowstone and coming back and hitting the shot rock like that. Good shot. I think it was jamming anyway, Mark.
I think it was.
Yeah. Threw that really well.
2 Dunstone rocks to come, so Hoesli was happy with that result, hitting second and third.
Pretty close for shot rock right now, but so I'm thinking intern. Hit and roll, Mark?
Hit and roll.
Don't have to throw this really hard. I think they're going to have some control weight here. And
You can only see a third of the rock, but the corner guard is high enough that
beyond the
it's
green,
accessible.
might touch the Yellowstone and kind of scoot across there a little bit. Very nice shot. Nice controlled weight there. Threw it really well. Team Dunstone, they do have last rock here in this end. I'm not sure who shot. I think he just tapped the green. I'm thinking maybe a double takeout here. And the shooter's gone. Am I thinking right here, Mark, or not? Or maybe he's just trying to nose hit.
Thinking that nose hit.
And keep his rock there.
I'll let you know with depending on how much weight he throws at this.
He's got a lot of broom.
I know.
So we'll watch his kick and see. If he's playing it quiet, and it looks like it is quiet. It's green onto yellow, removing the back Yellowstone out of play. It's sitting right there. And having shot rock full 4 foot. Also looking for an angle. Kind of like that. Very well done.
Might see Matt take on the run. Stick that for a deuce.
So angle on the yellow onto the green, and then the yellow behind it would be eliminated also.
The hazard here is not touching that green rock setup, the top. The risk of removing your own stone.
Yeah, so you got to be high side here for sure, Mark, right?
Definitely.
You don't want to get low on this. So there's some risk. If it's made, it's for 2. Big shot here. Matt Dunstone, intern.
Well executed.
Good shot.
2 points on the board.
Good shot there. So after the 5th end,
4-3 Dunstone.
4-3 for Team Dunstone. We'll be right back. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic for me. You know, I find myself getting tied up in it and being busy, and then it's really nice just to sit, breathe in life, and it's beyond zen.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
The triple. Fair. Okay. Yeah. Welcome back, folks. 6th end action. 2024 Henderson Medal Fall Classic. Team Dunstone up 4-3 over Team Hoesli of Switzerland. 28 teams started the week on Thursday morning, Eric. I think you and I called the first game in a triple knockout format to a playoff. So it's a modified triple, meaning teams have 3 lives, and they navigate a bracket system through an A, B, and C bracket. 8 teams qualify, and those 8 teams are reseeded into a single elimination bracket to produce 1 champion. Just got a great glimpse there of Matt Dunstone's short run back for 2 points.
Yeah, I apologize on that one. I mentioned he couldn't get low, and had a senior moment there. So great shot by Matt. He did get on the low side and made the shot correctly. I was saying he had to get high, which was incorrect. Great shot.
And I would have let it go, Eric, but we are sitting beside Caleb Flaxey, coach of Team Dunstone, and he is pointing out all of our mistakes. Thank you, Caleb, for that.
Thanks, Caleb, for
trying to make us better.
Anyway, 6th end, great game. very entertaining. Lots of rocks in play. It's been super. And it's 4-3 for Team Dunstone, but Team Hoesli will have last rock advantage here in the 6th.
Not what they called, but they did salvage something. Colton Lott rolling to the back of the house. Really wanted to remove that green opposition stone.
It's just with that quiet weight, it shows you that if you do tick the corner guard, you do have the opportunity to roll in the rings. So it's going to be Team Hoesli here. In turn, chasing the Team Dunstone yellow rock you see there. Rubbing the guard is not an option there. It's well by. Nice shot. Got good separation on the green rocks also. Colton Lott, intern hit. Would like to get a roll. Ryan trying to make it curl here. Good shot there. Pretty well a nose hit. Team Hoesli are going to throw the intern hit, looking for a roll behind the center guard. Probably pretty quiet weight here also.
And a reminder to those viewers in Ontario, Sioux Curlers is running a 50-50 with proceeds going to junior curling in Sault Ste. Marie. You can visit www.siouxcurlers5050.com. Sioux is spelled S-O-O. Maybe our nice friends at Curling Zone can crank that in the chat for us.
Outturn hit here, looking for a double to lay 2. BJ throwing lots of weight here. Looks pretty good. Good shot. Nice shot there. Team Dunstone lie 2 here in the 6th end. Center guard up and a corner guard. Corner guard is Team Hoesli, so it's green. Looks like an intern hit and roll. Probably like to roll behind their corner. It's going to have to curl though. There's the hit and there's the roll. Very well done. Nice shot.
Precision curling.
There's the replay. It broke late and got a really nice roll in behind cover.
Colton on this one early.
Looking pretty good. Curled in there nice.
Nowhere to hide, Eric.
Perfect weight. Very nice weight control there. A nice roll. Want to roll back under cover again, under the green one, I think.
Again, we'd like to thank Josh Vanderberg and his whole ice crew for giving us these conditions this week.
Looks like an intern hit and roll behind the corner. The last one did break late, so look for some curl at the end here. This one's got a curl. Good attempt there. Very good shot. Just didn't quite get the roll they were looking for, but good try.
Down to skip stones in end number 6. Another quiet weight hit.
The intern for Matt for sure. How far do you want to roll here, Mark?
Put it back in the same spot where he was before, right on the G and the C and heating and cooling.
Nose hit pretty good there.
Yeah, nose is good. You'd love to be able to roll in behind the center guard, but you would be behind the button and give a freeze opportunity.
So Matt throwing the intern. Nose hit is pretty good, but maybe they're going for the roll here. He's got some curling to do. Not sure how far that's going to roll.
It's rolling too big.
Okay, so you see the call there. Outturn top 4 foot, I would say. It's a pretty good center guard. It's not really a high guard. It's actually kind of perfect. Where if they make this, you might see Dunstone play a run back.
And you saw Philip was already in the hack, trying to manage time.
Oh, I was going to get a time on some of these rocks. I forgot.
8 minutes left. That draw was 14.9 seconds, hog to hog.
There's the draw. Really good. That's perfect. So here's the run back for Matt and Team Dunstone.
Looking for the nose hit on that top rock.
Yeah, keep an eye on the Yellowstone at the back of the rings, if it jams or not. Could be nose, nose, nose.
It's a lot of noses.
Yeah, that's a lot of noses. There is a Yellowstone behind BJ there at the back of the rings.
Great shot.
Good throw there. Does give an opportunity for a blank now.
Blank is better than coughing up a deuce.
Out turn peel weight for the blank end. Lots of weight, looks good. Okay, so blank end in the 6th end. We'll be going to the 7th end shortly. We'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Another glimpse at the Championships Cup and the $25,000 check that goes with it for the winner of this game. 2024 Henderson Medal Fall Classic and number 7 action. Team Hoesli of Switzerland with the hammer. Team Dunstone up 4-3. What a great game, Eric, today.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Fun to watch. The guys are really putting on a really good display of curling here. It's just fantastic. The final last year was a very entertaining game, and this one is the same. It's super. So we had center guard come around, freeze.
So most other ends, I noticed that Team Hoesli would throw up a corner guard to generate their offense. Is this an indication that they might be looking for a blank here, or is this another way, just a different way to generate a deuce? Thoughts?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, sure. If you early on get the rocks on the come around into a good scoring area, and then like right into there, which is a really good shot. So all the rocks are, congested in there. We'll see how it all unfolds. Asking Colton to draw, I think, back 4 foot on the out turn. You see the time clocks there. Both teams are pretty good on time. Sweeping to keep it straight. Looks pretty good. Just rub the Yellowstone just ever so slightly.
So the rock is available to Team Hoesli.
Looks like a freeze is what he's thinking right now.
Second Simon Glor's last rock.
Maybe a hit
First
and roll.
rock, sorry.
Looks like a quiet Wade hit and roll. Got lots of ice there, so. Out turn. Lots of rotation. Sweeping to keep this straight.
You don't want to take off the front there. Just ticks and rolls by.
Just a little rub there, and good try. Just a little rub there, and that was it. Colton Lott for Team Dunstone, out turn. I think a guard, but tight to the rings would be better than leaving it way out there somewhere. Pretty good shot. I think Maybe they wanted that a little tighter to the rings, Mark, or what?
It does leave a free or tap freeze option, a lot of room to get in behind there. So I think they want it to be a bit tighter. Team Hoesli looking like they're thinking about bailing.
Angle run back.
So if the opposition is peeling the guard that you just threw, it's in a good spot.
So throwing the out turn. Peel weight. Looking to clean up the middle here a little bit. Yellow onto yellow. Nice shot there.
Got everything moving almost.
Yeah. Separates all those rocks. They all scattered every which way. Pretty good.
Worked out pretty good in terms of kicking that Dunstone guard to a corner and one of their rocks to the back. So they do have one guarded.
Yeah, the team, their team Hoesli rock went right behind the corner, so it's totally buried. Looks like a nose hit here for BJ.
Nice control weight. BJ Neufeld. Colton trying to move that over. Nose hit.
Good shot. There you see the shot call there. Hit and roll to a freeze. They're gonna need some weight on this to roll way over there. Both teams have almost the same time left on the shot clock, or on their clocks there. In-turn hit is pretty quiet. Maybe it's just a hit and roll. Good shot. They were looking to roll way over there. I think they need a little bit more weight. But anyway, good shot.
Matt can attempt a hit and stick here with BJ Neufeld's last rock of the end.
BJ on the throwing the out turn, quiet weight to lie, maybe to lie 2. There's the green stone way over on the left of your screen. That's behind cover, but it is behind the tee line.
And if Team Dunstone isn't perfect with their placement over the next 3 shots, you might see that back green one come into play.
Need some curl. Looks pretty good though. Nice shot there. What does it leave?
The same shot, or you could do the double takeout. Worried about the jam, possibly?
Double is there. They could play that, or they're playing a quiet weight. I think they want to hit and roll over in front of the Yellowstone in the 12-foot on the right of your screen there. Quiet weight here. I do believe they're looking to roll to the right of your screen in front of the Yellowstone. Okay, good shot.
Matt gonna try and flop half a rock underneath. Matt's
going to throw the out turn here also. You think he wants to roll inside, or his nose pretty good?
I thought he tapped half a broom over. Just really want to make sure you don't jam on the back yellow rock.
Quiet wait for Matt here, anyway. Trying to keep it straight, but now looking for some curl. Good shot there. Does leave a double back for Team Hoesli. If they make the double, they're going to be sitting 2. They'll have one back behind the corner guard. It's buried. Can they roll? I don't know if they want to roll all the way over there if they make the double. What do you think?
I don't think you want to leave Matt Dunstone a double back.
Well, yeah. So maybe, well, they're going to have to roll a little bit, I think. This needs to curl. Nice shot.
Team Hoesli sitting 2.
I think I just saw a freeze attempt coming up here. Could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Hit and roll. So intern hit and roll behind the corner. Is that right?
I think that's the call.
It'll be make this. It'd be interesting to see if it'd be shot rock. Be close.
Matt Dunstone with his last rock and number 7. Trying a quiet wait, hit and roll.
Looking pretty good for the roll. Now, they're going to roll too far.
Just too far. Oh, it looked like it spun back a bit, Eric.
It might have taken a little spin right at the very end. I don't know who shot rock there. You can see it. It's very close.
Team Hoesli's looking at rock very closely, so might be Dunstone shot rock. And if so, what a peach. Thrown by Matt Dunstone with his last.
Got a really good roll there. That was a great shot by Team Dunstone. Okay, it's going to be an out-turn draw, I think.
So if he was drawing for a single, don't you think he'd be trying to just draw to the 4-foot?
Yeah, is he
so
trying to
I think he's trying to get in there and tap, Eric.
Yeah, you know, that's right. It just kind of draw weight. If the line's really good, they're looking to touch, but boy, that's...
Feather that corner guard, get the curl sweep on after your buy, and you have to nudge that.
This is very delicate
Few
shot, but
centimeters
if it's
for
made
2.
and then you just touch the yellow, it might be for 2. They got to really get close to that corner guard.
Very low risk because you do have your own to come to.
Weight looks great. They're just touched
over curl.
Just touched it. Oh, that was a great attempt.
Didn't see that one coming.
Okay, so there's the call there. Steal of 1 for Team Dunstone in the 7th end. So after 7 ends, it's Team Dunstone 5, Team Hoesli 3. And we'll be back for the 8th end in just a moment. Thank you.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Another shot of the Championships Cup. Henderson Medal Fall Classic. Great fan support here all week. Got the bleachers out on between the sheets. Welcome back for 8-end action. Team Dunstone. Surprising steal in 7 of 1 point. They're up 2, coming home without. Trying to draw the play into the rings. Eric, what a fantastic curling match that we watched today.
Oh, it's been great. And going back to the 7th end there, they just touched the corner guard. If Team Hoesli get by there, that might have been a score of 2 if they just touched the Team Dunstone rock and moved it just a little bit. It's been a great game. A ton of rocks in play, some great shot making, and so we're in the last end, and Team Hoesli does have the last rock advantage. So we'll see what happens here. We got 2 Team Dunstone rocks in the 4-foot and 2 corner guards up. Matt looking for a tight center guard for protection there.
Team Dunstone, defending champions of this event. Won here a year ago against Team Returnaz from Italy.
I mentioned earlier that was a tremendous game. Just excellent shot making. So Colton looking for a tight center guard to protect the 2 counters. Pretty good. Team Hoesli can see the 2 counters there a little bit. We're going to play down to it, jiggle those around a little bit. Out turn, quiet wait. Need to get by that Yellowstone first. Looks like it's by. Just move them around a little bit. Nice shot.
Matt's asking Colton to punch that green stone through the hole. Roll to a good spot. Maintain control of the front of the forefoot.
Colton with the out turn. Trying to navigate the Hoesli stone through the port. Like that. Nice shot.
Nicely done.
Got to roll over behind the corner. Also, nice shot there by Colton. Out turn draw, I think, to a freeze. Got a corner freeze. Got to get past that corner guard. Well, it's not a corner guard, but get past the guard first. Kind of like that. Nice shot. Very well done.
Very nice curling shot.
Yeah. Well done.
Not sure that Matt can remove that, so they're opting for the freeze. Follow that shot down.
BJ with the freeze, he could bump that an inch if you wanted to. The line is good. It's just to get it off the yellow.
Just to unlock it a little bit, yeah.
I think they like the line here. There's lots of room. It's going by with lots of room. Just needs to curl.
Another nicely
nice.
placed curling rock, Eric.
Very nice shot. Just been the whole game has been a great display of shot making. It's been very, very entertaining with plenty of rocks in play, and these guys are putting on a show here. Out turn draw for team Hoesli.
Haven't touched it yet.
Really starting to curl in there. Boy, that one really curled. Okay, pretty good.
Matt deciding to call timeout. Look at these angles. Coach Caleb Flaxey is going to come out, have a little chat with the boys.
5-3 for Team Dunstone here in the last end or eighth end. Lots of rocks in play again. Team Dunstone are line 2.
Looks like 2, Eric, but those angles for Team Hoesli are looking fairly good as well, right? It's tough to remove those rocks the way things are set up.
Looks like the corner freeze is the call where Matt's broom is there.
Team Hoesli needing 2 to tie to stay alive. So a good way to defend against that is a good offense.
Corner freeze is the call. Right on the A in Henderson metal. On the A and metal is, looks like the location that they're looking for here. Out turn for BJ. Looks light. Get to the full 12 foot. I think it's probably better there than deep or heavy. Eyeing up an angle raise here for Team Hoesli. Green onto yellow. See what happens. Looks like with the broom where it is, they're going to have some weight on this. In-turn angle raise. We'll see what happens.
Not sure if they touch the yellow rock at the back of the button after making contact here.
They like the line.
And they do. Great shot by Team Hoesli.
Great shot there. It does leave maybe. Anyway, the shot rock is Team Hoesli. Here you see the replay. I think they hit it about as just where they wanted to. The shooter was always going out of play. Matt wants to come back and chat with BJ. What do you think, Mark? Yellow onto green?
On to green.
There's the angle there that they're looking at.
Looking at a double run double to protect against giving up 3 here. Possible loss.
So it looks like yellow, and then across the top of the
Yellow.
one that BJ put there in the 12 foot.
Yeah.
And angling into the two Team Hoesli greenstones. So high side, right, Mark?
Correct.
Probably about, I don't know, third of a rock. Skinny half. Hit right where the broom is, I think.
Oh,
Good shot.
that is a great shot.
Yep.
Wanted to get that back one.
I think Team Dunstone are line 2, I think. There's the replay here. He hit it, needed just a
Little thinner than needed.
yeah, a little less, and but all in all, that's great curling shot.
Shot stone, really hard to tell.
Team Dunstone line 2. Team Hoesli. Oh, there's one at the back.
The one
there.
at the back, yeah, that's
that's
what
close, eh?
I'm thinking that mine might be shot.
Can you hit the yellow and roll over into the pocket? The other 2 yellows on the left of the screen there. So
That's what he was kind of looking at. Navigate.
needs some weight, but I think it's hit the Yellowstone and roll over into the pocket. Maybe. Well, let's see. Throwing the intern anyway. not really throwing big weight here, but a control to get the roll over. Line looks really good. It looks really good. Love it.
Great delicate shot to sit 3 points.
What a great shot that was.
I think all Dunstone has is a double takeout to get her to the end. Go to the extras.
I really like the weight control there. It was, use the brooms. Got the roll right there. What a great shot.
So some great shot making by the Swiss team to keep their championship hopes alive, forcing Matt Dunstone to make this double takeout.
But needs about, I think,
and leave a shot for an extra end.
Just off nose hit, Mark, I think. Just ever so slightly on the high side. Is he playing the doubles back, right?
Correct.
Click, yeah. Lots of weight here. Matt Dunstone looking for the double.
Great shot.
Shot.
The curling fans approve.
Wow. We're getting treated to some excellent curling here today. That's terrific. So draw for 2, tie up the game. Be an out-turn draw. Needs full 8-foot pretty well, I think, here.
Full 8 to send it to extras.
Just keeping it clean there for now.
Justin and Simon just cleaning it in. 2 points on the board.
Nice shot. Very well done. So 2 for Team Hoesli in the 8th end, and we're all tied at 5, and we'll go to an extra end, and Team Dunstone will have last rock advantage. We'll be right back. Thank you.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Making freeze not as good unless freeze wasn't there. So much power coming in. Flip that whole area. Wow.
That's, just smooched each other. It's like so fast. Okay, we're back for the 8th end of play here. Center guard's going up, and it is on the center line. Be an in-turn draw for Team Dunstone. Ryan Harnden throwing the in-turn, probably looking for top 4 foot, full 8 foot, somewhere in there. Got lots of room. Looking for a little bit of curl. It's going in there nicely now. Good shot there by Ryan. Ended up top button, so the call is an intern freeze for Team Hoesli. Changed to an outturn freeze. Kind of like this outturn call better because if they get the freeze, it's totally buried. Got a good angle on the Team Dunstone rock in the full 4 foot. Looking to draw right where the broom is there. Looking for some curl here.
Trying to get that corner frozen. Not quite deep enough. Matt's gonna ask Ryan to wrap another one on top of his.
So intern draw, top 4 foot. Good shot there.
Great shot by the 2014 Olympic champion.
Team Hoesli, they're going to talk about this.
Teams do have 5 minutes each in the extra end and 1 timeout. Those leads rocks are so important for end setup.
Yes, that's for sure.
And those two are in perfect position.
Could throw another center guard.
I think you have to.
Try to keep lots of separation, so maybe at the top of the Coyote sign there, or the logo.
Second Simon Glore, giving his rock an extra clean. Settling into the hack.
I think they're looking for right on the Coyote logo there. Maybe split the center line. Right about there. Perfect. Nice straight line between the two. It's good.
Free guard moratorium is over. Now you're going to see Team Dunstone blast some rocks.
Intern peel weight. Just looking to peel one away here. Good shot by Colton there.
Probably see Team Hoesli replace that for a couple more, eh, Eric? What do you think?
Yep. Yep, for sure. Outturn, looking for the same location as the, and it's perfect. Nice shot.
Two great shots by Simon there.
Colton throwing the intern again. Same as his first one. Peel weight. Good shot. Maybe one more. One more center guard, I think, and then they're going to have to come into the rings, I would think. We'll see.
Would you try to draw around everything, Eric, or make a play on those yellows?
Yeah, I think either and or, but could play on the yellows and bump
Bump it to the back of the button.
it to the back of the button or the back of the forefoot, somewhere in there.
All three of them working on this one to get over the hog line. Great sweep.
Good sweep in there. Peel here again, just single peel, and then we'll see what Team Hoesli decide on what they want to do.
Marco owes his front end a couple drinks after that one. They worked hard to get that across.
Yeah, it was great sweeping. Out-turn peel. Good shot. Okay.
Decision time.
There you see the call. Just bump that to back there. Okay. Get to the nose. You want to get to the nose on this also. In turn, just to draw weight, but use your sweepers. Line looks pretty good, Mark, I think. Trying to make
it curl.
Does have to curl.
Want to try and get to the nose and not roll off at all.
Okay. They did get it to the back of the button, which is a pretty good tap. They were hoping to keep their rock
It's Tom.
frozen on the yellow.
Yeah.
It did spill open, so
Now, and do you have audio out there?
I think peel the center guard and clip
Okay.
the Team Hoesli green rock on the left of your screen. Clip that. Looking to eliminate that also. Be peel weight for BJ. Out turn.
Colton trying to make it curl over. Just a bit too thin.
Okay, good shot there.
Timeout called by Philip Hoesli.
Well, Mark, it's been a great game.
This one's going right down to the wire.
Yes, sir. Been a ton of rocks in play, and the boys have really made a lot of great shots. It's been really fun to watch this. Let's see what they're going to call here. They're talking about it, and they'll come up with the
Feather
shot
tick your own green, tap that yellow top stone to make a pocket at the back of the button. Straight freeze.
Kind of like the tap. Tap it right beside the one at the back there. Create a little pocket. They can get close to their own stone, or they can angle it to the right of the other Yellowstone.
Extra end action, 2024 Henderson Metal Fall Classic. 4 rocks to come. Team Dunstone with the hammer sitting 2.
So it looks like an intern bump here anyway. You don't want to bump it too far, but you want to bump it enough that you can maybe have the opportunity to freeze to it later, or make a freeze. It's the just keeping it clean for now. There's the bump. That's perfect.
Great result.
That's a great shot. Now there's 2. I mean, Team Dunstone line 2, but they're both behind the tee line.
Nice little pocket created by Team Hoesli there with the Dunstone tap. If ever they got one nestled in there, it'd be really hard to remove. It's the best they could hope for. Best result with that shot.
That was a great shot. That's exactly what they were looking for.
So I think Matt wants to make this double. Make sure it spins off the top. Won't be sad if he loses one of his back ones. More importantly, leave his shooter out front where he can run back if Hoesli ever wiggles one in there.
It's got the broom right in the middle of the rock, so it's going to have some weight on it.
Matt Dunstone, his first rock, extra end.
As it's going by, I'm wondering if it will clip one of their own rocks.
He'd love to do that.
And take the pocket away. I'm not sure. Yeah, it did. Yep.
Great result.
It's a great shot.
So I think all Philip has now is a tap freeze.
There you see on the replay where the pocket's no longer there. There's still one behind the tee line though.
Tap freeze, and if that's made, you might see Matt run back the rock he just threw.
They're talking about it, but I think the draw is the shot, but you could draw around that right to the tee line. I think that's what they're going to play. So Team Hoesli looking for a out-turn draw just about to the tee line. As Marc had mentioned, it would leave a run back for Team Dunstone. You can see the Yellowstone on the left there.
Last stone, Philip Hoesli, extra end.
Out-turn draw. Neat shot rock here. Just keeping it clean for now. Line looks pretty good. Line still looks pretty good.
Great result.
What a great shot. What a great shot.
Timeout.
You can see the replay. They had to get really close to the green stone, and The weight had to be perfect. The line had to be perfect. And I don't think he could have made that any better. That was just a fantastic shot.
Great curling shot, Eric. Forcing Matt to pick that clean or hit and stick. He can't afford to lose all his stones and roll out of the house. There are 2 other Hoesli counters in the rings. So this has to be extremely precise.
Okay. So Team Hoesli do have shot rock on that terrific draw in there.
$6,000 shot coming up, Eric.
Little angle raise, maybe hit right where BJ's broom is. I think normal weight would be good. It's been a great game.
The crowd is hushed. Matt steps into his delivery. Final stone of the game.
Got kind of normal weight here. Need about a half.
Really have to go.
I think they like it.
Nicely done. The 2024 championship game in the books. Team Dunstone, repeating champions. Congratulations to all the players. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to go to a short commercial break, and we'll come back for the trophy presentation.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Running the sanctuary absolutely brings me peace. The work is 100% cathartic for me. You know, I find myself getting tied up in it and being busy, and then it's really nice just to sit, breathe in life, and it's beyond zen.
Yeah. They played well.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Sault Curlers Association, my co-chair Harnden, our outstanding organizing committee, and all of our dedicated volunteers and staff,
I'd like to thank all fans who attended this week and made this year's Henderson Medal Fall Classic a resounding success. I'd like to thank all the participants. We had an incredible field from all over the world this week, representing 7 countries with many of the best teams in the world. We were treated to some fantastic curling games and managed to set a record for viewership on our live stream broadcast, which truly speaks to the talent on display here this week. I'd like to thank the ice staff, head ice tech Josh Vanderberg, supported by Greg Wasco, Tom Leonard, and an excellent group of volunteers. The playing surface was world class, which allowed for some very exciting games. Finally, and most importantly, I want to thank our sponsors, namely Henderson Metal, who have been staunch supporters of our club and the sport of curling in our community for many years. Our presenting sponsors, Kioti Dealers in Ontario, Tourism Ste.Marie, and all of our other corporate community partners. Without your support, this event would not be possible. You enabled us to showcase our city and put together an event that will stand out in the curling world. I'd like to congratulate Team Hoesli on a well-played final. What a thrilling finish to an outstanding week in curling. I would now like to invite Carrie Freya and Jason White from Henderson Metal, who will present the check and trophy on behalf of our organizing committee and Henderson Metal to the 2024 champions, who for the second year in a row win it in an extra end, Team Dunstone.
Well, curling fans, thank you for tuning in today. What a great week of curling we've had, Eric. We're treated to some awesome curling, great hospitality here at the YNCU Curling Center. Again, reiterating some of Tom McLean, co-chair's words. Thank you very much to Al Harnden and the organizing committee for their months of hard work that goes into putting on an event like this. The countless number of volunteers. Oh.
You know, the event just continues to get better, and already can't wait to come back next year.
Right, and we've talked to some of the teams, and it seems like many of them are anxious to come back again next year.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to keep going this way, we'll give you our entry fee right now. So, yeah, I mean, the field, you know, this year is an even stronger field, and you know, I just want to give a round of applause to Team Hoesli on a great week. You know, extra and final, they played great. You know, it's a fun one to be a part of.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure the media would like to talk to you as well. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right. You're getting some live streams here of Team Dunstone lifting the Championships Cup. Thank you very much for our sponsors this week, Eric. Again, couldn't have done this without Henderson Metal or the Ontario Kioti Tractor Dealers. Really helping us get this thing off the ground and putting on a great show. Great fan support all week. Great ice. Great event. And we hope to see you back here next year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, everything just was. Thanks again to the sponsors and the volunteers and everybody putting the event on here. It was great. And the curlers put on a really good show too. So
it's a clinic.
There were some great shots out there, and I remember the final last year. It was some terrific shot making, and this year was the same. Team Hoesli played a great final. Congratulations to them. So, like I said, I mentioned earlier, first place in this is Team Dunstone, and Team Hoesli second place runner-up. Congratulations, and the spectators and us, you and Marc, myself and Marc, we're the real winners. The athletes put on a great show, and thank you to them. The curling was excellent, and it was, I had mentioned a few times, it was a lot of fun to watch this. So
fun to be a part of.
Absolutely.
My name is Marc Barrette, here with my good friend Eric Harnden. We're going to sign off for the final time this year as we go shake the champion hands. Please tune in next year. We'll be back.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
I'm Nolan Thiessen, CEO of Curling Canada and a BDO alumni. I was a former professional curler with Team Canada, winning the World Championships in 2010 and a 3-time Brier champion. I always loved the Muhammad Ali quote, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." And I'm also a sneakerhead.
Hey, Nolan, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand you're a sneakerhead.
And I've always liked shoes with a little bit of flair. I think once I got a little later on in my career, kind of became my brand a little bit. I grew up and Michael Jordan was the coolest person in the world and he had the coolest shoes in the world. So, I mean, I think it's, how do you go wrong with Jordan 1s?
Can you tell me a little bit about the classics you're wearing today?
Yeah, so these are Jordan 1 lows. The day that I found out that I was going to get the offer to be the CEO of Curling Canada, I was actually in a store and looked at the wall and saw these. And I said, those are perfect Curling Canada colors. And it just worked out.
20 years ago, you worked for BDO.
Yeah.
Were you allowed to wear those kind of shoes to the office?
No, we were a little dressier then.
What drew you to accounting?
I was a math kid growing up. I'm very analytical. I like looking at things and not just looking at the numbers, but also looking at the story of what it means. And I think that kind of really drew me into accounting.
Can you tell me a little bit about your life growing up in Brandon?
I was a typical prairie kid. Baseball was my first love. Yeah, I grew up kind of chasing the baseball dream. Went to Louisiana in the 12th grade and got a college scholarship at junior college in Texas.
Who would be the greatest baseball player of all time?
My parents named me after him, so it's Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's my idol. He'd be the one that I would be so starstruck to ever meet.
So I notice your shoes are impeccably tied. Much like tying laces, accounting is all about the details. So what did you learn at BDO?
Anybody can balance a balance sheet. It's, what does it mean? What does it say about the business? Time management, which was huge and came in handy, later on when I was, chasing the curling dream full time. From an athletic standpoint, you have a short window of time where you can be an athlete, and I could see the end of the road athletically, and I said, okay, I just need to sell out for this for right now, and I can go back and build my business career because I already have my designation at that point.
Did having the designation, did that give you the comfort to take the leap?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember one of the partners saying to me, accounting is one of the most recession-proof jobs there is. I mean, everybody needs an accountant, and I knew I had something to go towards when I was done.
So, tell me about these shoes.
So these are my old curling shoes. They're Asham brand, which is from Manitoba. I'm a good Manitoba boy there. So this is the sliding shoe. This is Teflon, which is one of the faster sliders. It's something that I always wanted, was the least amount of drag possible. And that's my trail shoe. And I've got a toe dip, it's called, to try to make this as slick as possible, so when you're sliding out and this toe is dragging, you don't have a boat anchor behind you.
Can you tell me about some of your biggest curling moments?
Obviously the biggest one was winning the World Championship. I mean, it's, wearing the maple leaf, standing on the top of the podium, singing your national anthem is your dream, right? I was a front end player too, so sweeping really mattered to me, and I actually was fortunate and also nerve-wracking enough that I got to sweep a draw to the button twice to win the Brier. So you kind of fulfill a lifelong dream, right? I think the first time I won it, I said I wanted to win this thing since I was 10 or 11 years old. Like it's so cool.
What do you do to stay in shape now?
So I do lots of outdoor running. You know, getting out for an hour and going for a run and just letting your mind clear, I think is one of my ways to sort of decompress.
So like cross-training and sneakers, how did you diversify your skills in order to move up at Curling Canada?
I said I wanted to learn the business of sport, and I wanted to, you know, that meant doing some very junior roles. I'm someone who I need to kind of do it to like kind of understand it and see how the pieces are all put together. You know, how can you help me kind of learn and expand my skill set?
So sneakers provide stability. How did accounting provide you the solid foundation for your next role after curling?
Being able to provide me that business acumen, I think was massive for me. Exposure to many different businesses and different clients, different motivations, being able to acknowledge all of those motivations for people, but then still being able to take it back to the business was valuable in my role.
What is it like being the CEO of Curling Canada?
You know, this means a little bit more to me than just sort of this one moment. I just, you know, I say I don't want to let the sport down, right? And I just care about it. But I think the biggest thing for me is just planning and focusing on the process and knowing that there's a long game, you know, having that strategic goal of where you want to take the organization, and always coming back to that.
So sneakers protect our feet from rough terrain. How have you steered Curling Canada through a rough spot?
Sometimes it's just saying, I don't know, right? And it's being confident enough to say, we don't have the answers right now and we'll get them. Always being open with all your stakeholders when decisions need to be made or when you're still processing.
All right, so you've got to tell me about these beauties here.
These are some custom sneakers that Tourism Calgary got done for me. We've got an amazing relationship with them. They helped us during COVID to be able to put on our events in a bubble for 80 days. Yeah, these are just some Jordan 1s, but custom airbrushed with the Calgary skyline. Curling on the other side with the Scotties Tournament of Hearts logo and the Curling Canada logo on them. So I buy shoes to wear shoes, but these ones are so nice. These might be the only ones that I'll just leave on my shelves. They look too good. I'm not sure if I can wear these.
So I know that youth participation is really huge for you. Why is it so important?
You know what? It's the next generation. I watched the Brier when I was 10 and then said, I want to win it. I want those experiences for people now to look at it and say, that was a really cool moment. I'd love to experience that. And sometimes that experience is playing it. Sometimes that experience is next time curling's in town, I want to be in the building to feel the energy.
So reflecting on your journey from athlete to accountant to CEO, what's the legacy you want to leave behind?
I love our game. I love the community. I love what it is. It's like this special piece of Canadiana. Our mission is more curlers, curling better, and more fans, right?
Bonus round, which is harder? Winning the World Championship or getting your CPA?
So they're different. Getting my CPA is harder. The World Championship is obviously extremely hard. It's also one though where if you screw up, millions of people saw it.
Someone from your past video is here to say hello.
Awesome.
No, great to see you.
Good to see you, Colin. How's it going?
Oh, things are going well.
Things are going good?
So we're so proud of you here at BDO. I've always been kind of following you along.
I know you were my lead on a few different audit files, so we spent some time in some bingo halls and some places all over Edmonton. So
it's with We got a little surprise for you.
Wow.
So we got some, knowing that you're a sneakers guy, so we got a pair of custom sneakers for you. I guess they're Air Force Ones, so
Wow.
take a look.
Curling Canada, BDO, look at that, hey? Our auditor at Curling Canada is actually BDO, so I'll have to take these down when I gotta go down for the audit here in a couple months. So this is awesome.